last weekend. The Wasilla, was everybody out there.
Yeah. Are you back on the field yet or what?
Yeah, yeah. I started playing. I've been playing 5-man contact. So like earlier in November, I went up to Ohio and I won a championship out there. And then I've been playing in Bowie.
For sure, for sure. Are you going to states?
Yeah,
Who you with?
Choppa.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, same team. We're still figuring out the finishing touches on the roster.
okay, okay. You know the locations? I guess we could just do it like that. You know about the locations?
Uh,
Yeah.
from my understanding, it's where we're playing at. The A is at two high schools that are right down the road from each other, and I think B's playing some field in Ashland, which is like 15 minutes away.
Yeah, Hermitage and J.R. Tucker is
Yeah,
where both of the A games are at, and they're like 5, 7 minutes away.
yeah.
We're at Poor Farm Park in Ashland.
Uh-huh.
That's about 25 minutes away. I know you put 15 minutes in the joint, but that's like 25 minutes away.
That's
But
crazy.
like if you're coming from Nova, Ashland
Mhm.
is first. So you know what I mean, you have our games.
Yeah, yeah,
Then when y'all will be at Henrico and then Richmond for those, you know,
yeah.
coming from Nova.
That
Uh,
sucks that it's not all at Glover Park. Glover Park made things easier because it was
yeah,
just one spot with four fields.
yeah, because I definitely wanted to see some of the A action. Even last year when they had it, what was that, South County?
Hmm.
Even with that, we could still see. You can go walk and go.
Well, because I think originally it was supposed to be South County for A and then Oakmar for B, but I think they found that third field
Hmm.
for B and they were able to make it. They were able to make it work.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah,
Um, I guess the main reason why there's not at A because us smokers can't stop smoking and shit.
yeah.
That's ridiculous, man.
That's the. I mean, it's the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
Of all things, smoking. I could understand if they're saying, "Hey, y'all are drinking on the field and just leaving your fucking trash everywhere."
Yeah.
But for smoking, you're not leaving trash nowhere. And
And
plus, it's
I think it's what it is like people think it's about we're smoking, it's about yeah, we're smoking, but people are leaving their shit out there also. And you at a
Mhm.
fucking high school. You know what I mean? A lot of
Oh
times
yeah, that
high
I can
school,
understand at
you're not
school.
cleaning up behind yourself. You know what I mean? I think that's what people not understanding. It's not really, I mean, I guess it could be the smoker part, but it's not really the smoker part. It's the fact that you're leaving a fucking high school with roaches and blunts all.
Yeah, that and I mean, I remember the one time after leaving Sully, there was trash everywhere. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna lose this field." And
Yeah.
I think we might have. And
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not
we
like you
already
said,
got the
it's not even the smoking. It's all the just people leaving their shit. Like we're not children. Like
yeah.
pick up after yourself.
Yeah, you tend to forget that some of us are children, dog. But yeah, as far as the teams at A, I know 6 teams have signed up. Coalition, Savages, VA Elite, Defending Champ Vipers, All Smoke just signed up.
Uh-huh.
And right now they have us in A, which is a mistake, and they have Mayhem in B, who belong in A. So I guess he just need to swap that back out.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago it was correct, but now they got us in A. But like I
Okay.
said, right now, that's the only 6 teams in A. Like I said, y'all still, Chopper still haven't
Yeah,
signed.
Fatty hasn't. I don't think Fatty signed us up yet. I'm pretty positive Prime time doesn't sign up until the last minute, and I'm hoping maybe some 757 teams will like the unit or like Total Chaos, Pharaohs or whomever will show up.
Yeah, I seen more.
Last year like it was bad. Like when it came like numbers wise.
Mhm.
When I first did it 2 years ago, we had like 30 plus teams. I think last year I think we had like 22 total teams.
That's you said total. That's not even. That's total.
It's been going down every year, what I've noticed when I was looking at it.
Yeah. Why you think that is?
People getting older. I feel like our
Mhm.
generation was the ones who really made flag a thing, like traveling and stuff. You don't really see younger kids
Well,
put a team together.
I think with states, it is us, but it's
Mm.
because we're the ones that really play eights. The older
Yeah.
kids are the ones that really play eights. So that's probably what it is. You know, what I mean, we're getting older, so less of us are playing, so it's less teams actually.
And
But
also this format is not popular. Like if you go to you don't play this style at like Weekend Warriors or USA flag tournaments. They're playing 8-man contact where you can block down field, triple threat flags. So 8-man non-contact, I guess is what they call it, is a dying. Like it's just here. Like I haven't nobody like when I tell them I do this, they just look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah,
They
I
think
saw the bread.
they think anything past sevens is all contact, which in the grand scheme of things it probably should be.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I asked Brad about would he be willing to do a five states tournament? I guess he said the numbers he tried it before and the numbers didn't get there. So
he
maybe
got called. He got to call us up because we'll come down with five
yeah,
teams.
yeah, a boatload of them for sure.
Yeah, we like playing. Like you'll get people. You'll get more than what we have locally. Like recently for fives, we could easily bring down like 10, 11 teams.
Yeah,
Like if
easy.
we're going to do fives, and I'm sure some of the 757 or Richmond folks will do fives as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Far as B, I know it's like 10 teams on there right now. I don't know too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fear, Prime Time and Blackhawks, they combine. Um, and us, that's the only three teams from Fairfax that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a team called Run It Up. That's not Haruna, is it? Haruna's not putting in the team, is it?
No, run it up. That sounds like. Oh no, that's aired out. There's an aired out team from Culpeper that was mistaken with running up. It's probably just some random team. Maroon's not, but from
Okay,
my understanding, Maroon's playing with us.
okay. Yeah, I seen some team called Grave Diggers, Southside Rebels from our infamous five-time overtime. They're
I heard, yeah, that the never-ending game.
yeah, I see reroute, a couple other like I said, I don't play too many tournaments, so I don't really be knowing names or whatever, but
Mhm.
right now it's looking like maybe 10 teams in B and five and six teams in A.
I mean,
Like
that's not bad. 16. I mean, hopefully B will get about 7, 8 more. If you guys can get to 15 and we can get like 12, I think it'll be a good number. I think we only had 9 last year, but I think that's because no 757 traveled.
really.
Two, like the unit and firm, and then the firm just combined some folks from other teams. But yeah, 757 really didn't travel.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
But hopefully, with it being in the Richmond in the middle, maybe we'll
Yeah.
get more teams to sign up and they'll travel.
What other locations have you played in? You only played two states, you said? How many
This is
states?
going to be my fourth one.
Okay. So
Two in
Richmond.
Richmond at Glover Park, and then last year at South County.
Okay. Okay.
But Glover Park was nice because, like I said, all the games are right there. They start at like first game's at 8, last game's I think at 9 p.m. They're just rolling
Hmm.
4 fields the entire time.
Yeah, that shit was perfect. That shit was definitely perfect,
Yeah,
dog.
it was nice. Like you can't beat that. It was perfect.
You got a state story?
I mean, I'll say the first time we did it, we went B. Everybody said you guys should go B. It's your first time, not because like we weren't good enough or anything like that, but it's because it's different and like the contact and everything like what we're used to up here, and we didn't understand like oh it's not that bad. And in our first game, we were playing some team from Virginia Beach, and we saw it like okay they're being a little way more physical, they're holding more, refs aren't like if you hit the quarterback, refs aren't calling it. And we learned real quick, like, okay. And then that's when we started, like myself, Lamar, Carnes, and Will started just reciprocating. Like, we were playing in a semifinal, it was a quarterfinal game. We won on the last second, but these guys were just like punching. Like, the guy hit me in the face like about 3, 4 times,
Hmm.
and he wasn't trying to say nothing about it. And I was like, all right. Fatty sent me a motion, and I cracked down twice with my forearm into his neck. Like, hit him, wound back up, hit him again. Like that's what it's like. Like that doesn't get called. If I did that in front of Carlton or Russ, they're throwing that
Yeah,
immediately.
you might get thrown out depending on what time the game it is.
But story wise, it's just maybe just our run. The when we made it to the A championship, like we went 0-2. We blew a game against the Pharaohs. We were up 10-0, lost 14-10. Got smoked by prime time. Like literally, the only reason we made it to the next day was off point differential is because Vaughn got a pointless pick six. We were down like 24-7, and Vaughn got a pointless pick six. Like Boone threw it right to him.
Mhm.
And Vaughn cribbed, and we got literally like off like that point differential got us to the next round. And then, Ahmad showed up, Rob showed up. So we had our guys coming in, and then we ran like we came in, we played prime time, opened up with prime time. We scored right
Okay.
off the rip. Ahmad had 3 touchdowns. David had like 6 sacks. Like those two are the reason we won that game. Then we played FDK. That was a back and forth game. It's probably the best game I ever seen Harold play. And I've
Mm.
been around Harold for a long time. He was just on the money. We couldn't stop him. And at the end, we won because we just kept leaking Carnes and kicked a game winner. Played Firm, another, they've probably won like 4 or 5 titles, something like that. We beat them and then played Savages. And by the time we played them,
Yeah.
we were cooked. Like they played like 1 or 2 less games. We were cooked. And then they beat us.
Mm.
But it's just one of those. That's why I always told guys like bodies. I was like, I don't want to have like 28 people, but like if we can get to 22, like we need bodies for injuries. We were all injured.
Mm. Damn,
But
damn.
like out of that run, every team but FDK was a state champion. Like Pharaohs were total chaos. They won A. Prime Times won so many. Firms won many, and then Savages. So we ran a gauntlet.
Mm. Damn.
It was crazy.
And that's the previous year was the same chip or the next year was the same chip.
So we played Savages in B and A the first 2 years in the championship.
Yeah.
Like Brad said, our two teams were like the first two teams ever to play each other in B, and then both teams in their first year in A play each other in the A championship.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
beat us. They beat us both times though. They beat us both times.
But shit, man, I appreciate that, man.
The
All right.
But how'd y'all do in states last year? Because I missed y'all's pool play games. I think I saw one, but it was like at the tail end of it, and I can't really remember because
Our
our
first
games were kind of like going on at the same time.
our first game, I don't think we were ready.
Hmm.
And the team we were playing wasn't playing up to par. So we definitely should have beat them. Like it was a team that we heard was supposed to be good. They're supposed to do this and the third, but they
Hmm.
weren't playing up to par. But like I
Hmm.
said, we weren't ready. You know what
Right.
I mean? So we lost that one. And then the second game was the 5 OT game.
Oh, that was a pool play game.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said,
I thought,
we played at 8 o'clock, and then we played at 5 o'clock. We're in that big ass gap.
oh no, we went back.
A couple
We
people
went.
didn't come back to the second
We,
game. Like 3 people
we
didn't come
went
back
back
to the
to
second
back.
game.
We went back to back. I was so happy.
That's how you want it. That's how you want it, bro. But yeah,
I'll
like
be,
I said, we played
I'll
eight and
be
five.
damned if I'm waiting 8 hours. If I go home, I'm not coming back out. Now with how that weather was.
Yeah. So Sunday we was in the rain. We played against Air It Out from up here. We played
Mm.
against Air It Out, and like I said, we was in the rain. Toby, our quarterback, was never fully he tweaked his ankle direct before.
Ooh.
So, you know what I mean? He won't really mentally nor physically, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
The second game, I think we took him out in the second game for Zach. So at Air It Out, we did the same thing because he couldn't really throw the ball and it was a running game. You know what I mean? So, we went back to Zach and I don't know if we lost by one possession or what, but yeah, we lost that joint. So like
You
everybody
beat
like, I
y'all
mean,
beat air y'all beat aired out right in the
we lost the Air It Out. We lost the Air It Out. Like I
lost.
said, we beat Southside Rebels that night. But besides that, we was 1-2.
Okay. I mean, hey, you gotta win.
Yeah, yeah. Made it to Sunday. That was the first goal. So this
I
game,
because I remember when we went 0-2 and seeing that we played prime time next, I looked at Fatty, I was like, are we really about to go from a championship to 0-3 and at home? And I was just because they that was like the punch in the mouth where like we weren't ready for it. Like their spread was perfect. Like we couldn't just Dorian was having a field day because he was running with them.
Mm.
Like they had Lamar, and it's just like fuck. It was just one of those. It was just one of those times where you just line up and you're just like, oh, this isn't going to be good. It's just one of those games, man. It's not like nobody was scared or nothing, but it's just one of those games where we just got smoked.
Mm.
And that's what happened with VA Elite too. It was just a bad matchup. They beat the shit out of us.
So
Like
what was the chip last year for A?
prime time of Vipers.
Did you see that?
No, I was watching All Smoke FDK.
Yeah, I was up in the bleacher trying to watch both of them or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it, but I heard like Vipers went up a lot quick. I was like, all right, I'm not. Somebody's like Vipers up 21-0 or something like that. I was like, oh, I'm not watching that.
yeah. The FDK all smoke game was good though.
Yeah, Vontae and Walt were just trading. We're
Yeah.
just trading possessions, but
You got a state story for me?
Yeah, 2019 probably was the biggest one for me. That was my third championship, and I think that's the time pretty much after the AFFL on TV. The issue with Primetime that we had at that time, I think we broke up. That's how Viper started. But Chauncey started his team, and so it was like Chauncey wanted me to. He was like, "Man, come rock, man." And I think most of it had probably 70% of our team left. And at that time, Chauncey, my brother. Now I play with him now for Vipers, but at that time I was like, look, for a competitive level in the league, I'm gonna just stay and try to build it back up. But that's the year we all broke up. I mean, we end up playing them in states, knocking them off, going to the championship against Firm. We down, I think, 4, maybe like a minute left. Just go down there and drive. I think it was 3rd and goal on the maybe 7-yard line. And I told her again, go back to everybody looking for that route. Like they feel like I said, if you one-on-one over there, they think that route gonna come. So it's just me got to be smarter than the DB. I mean, if I played against you, I'm already feel like you thinking that's what I'm gonna do. So instead of coming back inside, it's like a back shoulder to that front cone. Just drill. He looking for me to come inside, drill it. Ball game, championship. So yeah, that's probably the best one for me.
Who was the Q?
Joe.
Okay.
That was probably the best throw he ever made in his life. But, he ain't really no quarterback either. But when the team broke up, it's like, all right, fuck it, I gotta play quarterback now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do got a funny story. I was, this kind of before I knew Devon, Lou. You know what I'm saying? He was on another team. And I was on. I forgot what team I was on. I was playing with somebody else, probably not M&G, somebody else. And we playing against him. Me and Devon playing against each other. And I caught a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And his man's, I think is Mike's cousin. I think he said Mike's cousin. Mike's cousin came and I think I was celebrating and he kicked my ball. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I mugged him in the face, yo. I mugged him in the face, yo. And I think the Devon grabbed him or something like that. I don't know what happened. He didn't get a chance to do that to me or whatever.
Yeah.
But yo, I was like, yo, don't kick my ball no more, dog. Don't kick my ball, dog. It was right up here too. It was in Northern Virginia too. So
Jeez.
yeah, man.
That had to be Young Rock right there, man.
Yeah, man, that was little Young Rock, man. I try to not, I try to keep positivity out there. And everybody know I'm coming out there to ball and talk shit just for fun, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Thank you for the support. We're here till States, Talm bout States. Now Talm bout another 4th and 10 dropping Wednesday. Here's a preview. How do we end up with States being in December? Is there any chance of a transition to spring or summer?
It's been in December as long as I've ever played. Okay. I don't really know how it got there. I guess it's everybody. It used to be you had to qualify for it.
Okay.
So everybody would have to have their seasons done in time to qualify for the tournament. And I guess that's why it's being held in December, so everybody can get their fall seasons out of the way. I don't mind moving it. I think it would. This is football time of year.
Yeah.
So we've had spring tournaments, we've had summer tournaments, we have all those things, but it just doesn't have the same feel unless it's in the fall.
Okay.
Fall is playoff football time.
Makes sense. All right. And you run a league in Richmond, or you just play, or what? Okay.
Yeah, I run a league in Richmond.
What's that?
Central Virginia football.
Okay. How long you been doing that?
Started that, and I want to say in 2007. It was 07, 08. So whatever that math is.
Okay.
16 years, something like that.
All right. Well, yeah. 4 for 10. Now we're actually getting to the 10 questions. That's cool with you?
Yeah, man. Whatever.
All right. What's your favorite format?
My favorite format? I like the Virginia semi-contact format because it's kind of everyman football. If you want to be on the line and hitting people, you can be on the line and hitting people. If you want to, if you're a 5'6" corner and you don't want to be creamed by a 300-pound lineman, you don't have to worry about that. So I like 8-man. We've tried doing 9-man. There's a lot of people, at least in this area, when they play 9-man, they get blindsided and they jump up, start swinging because they're not used to playing football. And I honestly, I like co-ed a lot too. It's just a different vibe, man. It's good exercise, it's good vibe. We've got some really competitive girls, really athletic girls that'll surprise you. So I've played 4-man, I've played 5-man. 5-man's cool. I wasn't big on 4-man. Just because I'm a big guy and I like hitting people. And when I got flagged for getting in somebody's way, and this is not football. This ain't football. This is more like basketball.
Will there ever be a small ball states tournament?
Absolutely. I would love to do a small ball states tournament. 5-man seems to be getting more popular around town, but every time I try to do it, nobody signs up for it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I would love to do a 5-man, especially 5-man contact. Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to do 5-man contact, but I can put it out there for all I want but if nobody signs up, nobody wants to do it, then it's the whole. I remember coming up with this concept when I was in middle school of the first guy on the dance floor. Nobody wants to be the first guy on the dance floor. But once there's a dude on the dance floor, everybody gets out there.
Yeah.
So, with teams, everybody, it's like, well, who else is playing? Who else is playing? Who else is playing? Until somebody actually signs up and plays, nobody else is going to sign up. You know what I mean? So we're still looking for that first team on the dance floor, so to speak.
Who's the best offensive lineman you've ever faced off against or went up against?
Best offensive lineman.
Because you play DN, you said play DN, right?
Yeah, I played DN mostly in school, and now I play more offensive line than D line.
Okay, so who's
the best blocker I ever went up against. Go ahead.
Both then, both I guess from high school and from since you've been playing flag. Who's that defensive that gives you trouble?
The best offensive lineman I ever played against was this. I don't even know. This big, like farm bred white boy that played at Caroline in the mid '90s, and he just would throw me around like I was a rag doll. And even though I was bigger than him, and I could not understand how he could school me like that. But yeah, I'll never forget that. I think his name was Dan. I don't know, but we had to play him every year.
A couple times.
What's that? Yeah, we had to play him. We had to play him every year.
Okay.
Because they were the closest high school to ours, so we would scrimmage them and stuff. But and then the hardest person I've ever had to block was probably Leonard Little. Defensive, you play for the Rams. Yeah. Again, he just very gently picked my 260-pound rear end up and set me down and said, "Excuse me, kind sir, I'd like to be over there." It wasn't a damn thing I could do about it either. I was like, "Yes, sir. Thank you for being so gentle."
Okay. Besides states, do you travel and play in other tournaments, or did you? We try to get this out before states, man. Right on time.
All right.
Anything we need to know about states coming up? Anything different? Anything special?
Well, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what our best plan is. We had Glover set up, and then some knuckleheads ruined it. I'm in ass kiss phase and trying to get it back, but I don't think it's going to happen in time for states. Damn, my computer just turned off. So I don't know if that's going to happen. We have fields set up in Richmond, but they're grass. So if it rains, we're kind of shit out of luck, and would really rather not deal with that.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure out the best thing that we can do if we can get turf somewhere else.
My folks, man. LC, Kai, all them dudes, man. Coble and all them dudes, man. They're my folks. I played on Vipers a couple years ago, so those are my folks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got Hey, I'm gonna do something funny out there this year. So you know what I mean, I can't give my secrets out yet.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna do some. I might do something funny for a couple teams. I might. I think I got some. You know what I mean? Definitely for the Vipers. I don't know about somebody else, but
I already know what you're talking about.
yeah, man, might fuck around, fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck with some teams. You know, niggas ain't gonna do shit. So
I got you.
yeah,
Niggas are gonna do shit. That's
niggas ain't gonna do shit, man. What who y'all got rock with y'all for who y'all QB? Or is that private or what?
I mean, I'm the editor, so you know what I mean? I can control whether they come on or not.
And then the taunting thing, yeah, you turn around and you point at somebody like that, it's a penalty at the point in which you did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, we changed it to we changed it to I hate to say they changed it to you can get the score because my team Supreme Beast, like the
Yeah.
dude caught the touchdown, was running, gave him the peace sign. Nobody was close to him. Scored, gave him the peace sign, all that, and they called the play back. So then the next year they changed it to where you get penalized on the kickoff.
Gotcha.
I mean, so every year they've been changing more and more rules. And it goes between where, like, I see people in the comments like, yo, I'm with my homies. I paid this much amount of money to be able to talk shit with my folks. I should not be able to do that. And then it goes to the other thing where I be saying where, yeah, that time when that stranger come down there and you're doing that same stuff and it elevates quicker than you would have said. Yeah, it looks good. It looks weird to me because I'm an old dude, like, yo, why they
So I know he's got good players. That he for whomever he may have lost last, he would probably bring in just as equally good players.
I can bet.
Yeah. I think he got Wade at quarterback, so that'll be fun for them.
Oh, word. I'm definitely coming to A. I'm coming to A field.
That's just the rumor I heard. That's the rumor I heard. I don't know if there's any truth to it. So,
yeah, that's behind.
So if they say if somebody says something like, "Why are you talking?" I was like, "Hey, it's just a rumor I heard. Somebody gossiped to me, so I got to tell them no. We're talking about state, so."
All right, man. Appreciate it, though, man.
No doubt, man.
All right, good luck.
All right, easy.
All right.